What's going on, guys? This is Keshav and you're watching Revolution Hive. Today I want to talk about sleep. I want to answer the question or add some ideas around how much sleep do you really need and how do you figure out how much sleep you need, because there's a lot of schools of thought. I went through a time where when I started my business, I thought I'm going to wake up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go gym, I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to go sleep really late, and I'm going to work 60 hours a week, and I'm going to be go. And then I got ill. I got tonsillitis 8 times, and I had to have a tonsillectomy, had to have my tonsils removed. And it was a frustrating period because I kept running as hard and fast as I could at something, hitting a wall and then falling over, and then doing it again. And then when I'd get ill, I'd feel like, oh, I'm not doing anything. And I wanted to talk to you about, we have this notion, and I see it so often in our society, especially in, I think, the more Western society, of the less sleep you have, the busier you are, the more glamorized it is, and the more we think, oh yeah, I want to be like that person. But actually sleep is really, really important. And how do you figure out how much sleep you need? So here's what I did. I downloaded an app called Bhatt, which you can get for free. There's loads of sleep monitoring apps. And I just did this. I would go to sleep whenever I felt tired, in my natural sleeping pattern. I didn't try to change anything. The first step was measurement. I need to know what is the base level. If I don't do anything according to my lifestyle, because your lifestyle is so key in this. I go to the gym at least 5 or 6, sometimes every single day of the week. I train hard, so I know that I need my sleep so that I can build muscle, because that's the key area, that's the key period when your body's going through this recovery process. So the first step for me is, according to my lifestyle, how much sleep do I currently need? How much can I get away with? So I downloaded this app on my phone. When I'd go to sleep, I'd put the phone next to me, and it would just track. And all I'd have to do is press a button, I'm going to sleep now. And when I'd wake up, naturally, I didn't set an alarm, I'd wake up again, and it would track for me. And I did this over a period of about 90 days. You could do 30, you could do a couple of weeks, but the longer you measure, the more data you've got, and then you can find an average. And it gives you a graph on this app that I've got. I'll link it in the description below, but there's plenty of free sleep apps that you can find. And then I discovered was, I need between 7 and 8 hours of sleep. On average, I need 7.5. And I noticed that if I had 7 hours sleep for a week, because at first I started to look at the minimum. So, okay, can I just go for a minimum of 7 hours sleep every day? That I could do that for some period of time, but eventually I'd feel tired and my concentration, my effectiveness at work would start to go down. Because the other thing you got to consider is, as you get older, depending on what age bracket you're in, from being a teenager to being at college or university to being a graduate to being much, much older, there are different amounts of sleep that you need. There's some studies that show as you get older, you don't need as much sleep. There are some studies that counteract that. The other thing that plays a vital role is genetics. They say that, I don't know how true this is, I need to check this, so take it with a pinch of salt, but it said that Albert Einstein used to sleep for 11 hours a day and Margaret Thatcher used to sleep for 4. Now, I couldn't function on 4 hours sleep, and I don't want to, because here's the other thing that I wanted to mention in this video, and that is, once you've measured it, it's not just about that immediate gratification of, I haven't slept much today, I've done an all-nighter and I've banged out my work, or I've been so productive for this one day, look at this event, woo! For me, it's about the process. It's about running a marathon, and I'm looking for longevity. I'm hoping to still be here in this spot, in this little forest, making these videos in 20, 30, 40, 50 years time, when I'm an old man and I'm here like, what's going on, guys? Or whatever it is. That was a really bad old person impression, I'm sorry. But you get the idea that this is about a marathon and this is about a process. So instead of trying to change an event or sleep an event, turn it into a process and turn what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do, especially in terms of your goals. Understand that it's all about the habits, because you can focus on a result, but how do you replicate that? Whereas if you focus on a process, if you focus on finding the perfect routine for you that keeps you energetic every single day of the year according to the lifestyle that you want to live and the way you want to live, where you live in this planet, how old you are, then it will be different for everyone. But you want to create sustainable development, not just in the earth. And it's a word that we use for what am I talking about? For development in terms of like charities and being sustainable in that, but also I mean sustainable personal development. Ooh, that's a nice term. What does that mean? So sleep is an important part of that, and I just wanted to make a quick video about how do you figure out how much sleep you need. So measure it, factor in your lifestyle, then have a look at how much is the minimum you can function on and notice the effects, write them down, track them, record them, because what you measure you manage, and then look at the max amount you need, and then go for the average consistently so that you can run this marathon over time. Like they say, there's a lot of truth in a lot of these old proverbs and metaphors, that Rome wasn't built in a day. This video wasn't built in an hour. It took me a while to think of the topic, research it, film it, edit it, upload it until it's ready for you. So same thing for your life. Sleep is so key. I'm not going to go into the science of it all, but your brain literally is consolidating memory when you're going to sleep. It's flushing out the stuff that you don't need, and when you start depriving yourself of that, there are studies that show sleep deprivation over a long period of time increases the risk of heart disease, increases your stress levels, increases your cortisol. So if you're trying to get hench like me, it's going to destroy your gains. If you're revising and you're a student, it's going to destroy your revision. So sleep is a vital part of your life. Hope that helps. Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. How much sleep can you get away with on a sustainable basis, where you're not just coping, but you're thriving and you feel like, I feel refreshed. So comment below, let me know. I really want to hear from you. This is a conversation, remember. And like I say every single time, just like a bee gathers pollen from different flowers, absorb what's useful, discard what isn't, and add what's uniquely your own.